And how weird. Hello everyone, this is Keith Ritual, and today I am going in a weird, crazy kind of drag. I actually have a wig today, and I will show you the look at the end of the video. But this is going to take a few hours, because I've already planned to use some SFX makeup. So I hope you all enjoy this video. I will see you all at the end. Be right back. Okay, first things first, I'm going to clean out my right brow, just so that I have a clean place to work with. And then I'm going to be taking some Prosade cream. I've never done this before, but a lot of drag queens in New York City do use Prosade cream to hide their brows, so I decided to try it out. Although I'm not much of a fan of it, because I also don't know exactly how it's done, so I just sort of layered it on, smoothed it out until I was satisfied. Okay, I'm going to take some spirit gum, and I'm going to draw a line a little crooked down my face. This is going to be my location of where I'm going to put my indentation. Then I'm going to pat it, and then I'm going to take some scar wax from Bain, and I'm going to use a bit of makeup remover on my fingertips and just sort of place it down the entire line using small strips, and then using my fingertips with the makeup remover on it to layer it into my skin so it's smooth. So it's like this bump of skin that just comes out of nowhere. And just all the way avoiding my lips. Now once I go all the way down, I'm going to take my spatula on the left side, and I'm going to push it so that it creates like overlay flap, and then I'm going to keep smoothing it out as I do this so it doesn't look weird. And just make sure it looks nice and smooth, but still like it's coming off my face. Now I'm going to take some liquid latex by Maron, which is clear, and I'm going to cover the wax all over my forehead, and I'm going to just like put it all around it and bring it out a bit just so that it has like a nice thing to hold on to. And I'm going to let it dry for a minute, and then I'm going to try to apply some more Prosade because I'm like, I need a little bit more. And then start with another layer of liquid latex. Make sure it's nice and flat so it's not all bumpy. Now once that's dry, this is around the time I started periscoping, but I'm using MAC Landscape Chroma Cake for the entire right side of my face. I'm a little distracted, so I'm a little slow at this point, but I'm going all the way up till I get to the part where my face parts, avoiding the lips as much as possible. Now I decided to use my Kat Von D Baudelaire as my liquid liner, just so I have a way of like sculpting where my eye is going to be. And then I'm taking Bulletproof by Sugar Pill, and I'm starting my crease. And then some taco on the inside of the eye and on the arch. Then I'm taking my OCC pencil in black. I can't remember the exact color, but it's a black OCC lip pencil. And I'm just drawing my brow on, giving it a nice little drag arch, making sure to clean it up with taco, And then I'm taking a bit of Midori and I'm putting it on the outside of my eye with a little bit of butter cupcake, all by Sugar Pill. And then I'm taking Midori, putting it over the entire green of my face because I didn't think it was dark enough. Just gonna make sure it's nice and even. And I changed brushes a lot in this tutorial because I just didn't like the brush I was using. I decided to change up, using a smaller brush on my skin flap to really get it dry and matted. And then I'm going to touch up my liquid liner and using this into my eyebrow just to really darken it, as well as drawing on my lower lash line, bringing it down a bit. And now I'm taking a bit of Inglot gel liner to create a harsh crease, some Bulletproof from Sugar Pill into my contour zones. Really blend that out, clean it up. Now I'm going to take some white loose powder and I'm going to put it all over my highlight zones and let it sit there so I can cook. I believe this is from Shea Bella. Put a little bit more Bulletproof. And now I'm taking Matte Chroma Cake in pure white. And I'm going to draw the entire side of my face on my left side. But I'm going to avoid my eye, just because that's going to be black. And I'm actually using a reference image to help me so that I don't really mess up the skull. But then I'm going to be doing my own thing with the skull as well. I'm going to make sure it's a nice thick layer so you can't see any of my skin under it. Touch it, and then I'm going to blend out the loose powder. Going in with a little bit of Acid Berry on my highlights from Sugar Pill. Going with some BH Cosmetics blush. And just doing a little bit of Bulletproof down the side because I was sweating a lot. If you didn't notice, the fan moved. And it was pulling, the prosthetic was pulling because I was sweating so hard. But now I'm going to take Maron black, and I'm going to draw out all my black zones. And I'm going to be going back and forth between this and Bulletproof by Sugar Pill. And I'm going to be using 3 different brushes to create this look, this left side of my face. And right now I'm using a small flat brush to draw out my eye hole. Going in with the detail brush to make sure it's nice and even and clean. And now I'm going to take a little bit of Bulletproof to create these zones, and then fuse the Maron to darken it and shape it. Now I'm going to create my jawline. Darken the area where the skin flap lifts, so it's like a sort of a shadow of sorts. But I will be blending this out later. Creating my temple, and then I'm using Bulletproof to shade it out. Now I'm using the small pencil, the fine tip with Maron, and drawing out my teeth zone. And then I'm using Bulletproof to blend out each tooth, so it gives it a more depth, more realistic look. And then I'm taking Bulletproof and creating the tips of the teeth, where the roots go, and just sort of blending it outward from there on all my teeth to give it more depth and a creepier appearance. And then I'm also going to blend that over the inside and blend it out a little bit. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Bulletproof to darken out my eye and my cheekbone. And really blend everything. And just creating different shapes on my face to create more of a skull-like a look. And reshaping, I felt like I should reshape these because I just didn't like how they looked. And I decided to darken some zones to really make it sort of animated looking. and just go in with that bulletproof to shade everything out even more. And now I started with some Maron body paint to create my lip liner. And then I'm like, well, I have black liquid lipstick, so I used Weirdo by Jeffree Star to fill that in and to create a little pointed lip. And then I took my OCC pencil for my under eye line to really darken it. Some more shading. And then I decided to do a few hash lines with Maron black. So I just drew some random lines coming from the inside out. Took some Josie Maran highlighter stick and blended it onto my highlight zone to really bring out my cheek. And I'm using a little bit of Milk by NYX into my line, my waterline, and then I'm using the roller lash on as my mascara, followed by a NYX ombre lash. I'm just using one on this side because I don't really need a lash in the other, but this is from NYX. It's like an ombre white to black lash. And I'm using a small eBay bottom lash, just enough to really bring out my bottom lash. Now I'm going to be drying my teeth with a Q-tip and putting black tooth enamel that I bought at Makeup Forever. This stuff, I have to like leave my mouth open to let it dry, and I cut out the part of me doing my bottom teeth because it just was like me standing there for 3 minutes. And now I'm taking some blood gel, and I'm going to take a flat brush and just sort of blend it out from the center in, center out, to bloody up that a bit, creating more of it in my skull zone than on my green, just lightly tapping it in the green. Fixing my wig caps, even though I don't need to. A little bit of Urban Decay setting spray, and I'm taking my Organic Wear Loose Powder to highlight my zone even more because I didn't like how lightly it was highlighted. And I really faded that out. A little bit more BH Cosmetics blush to darken that up. A little bit more Bulletproof to blend it out on my eye. And I'm done. Okay, and I am done. I decided against the wig because I lost my wig cap somehow. The one I was wearing in the whole video just sort of vanished, and getting my hair in the wig without messing up my forehead was impossible. And I think it looks fine with my normal hair because I'm used to using it. And here's the costume. It's just a Grim Reaper costume with a corset and my normal 7-inch heels, platforms. And this is it. And then I have my backpack, which is the dead skull animal that you guys usually see, or if you ever do see it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you all next time. Have a good day. Bye!